All right, here we go.
Alan.
Yeah, I got it. Nicole Kidman. I want to work with Martin Scorsese if he does a film with women. Here, so Nicole Kidman is subtly calling out Martin Scorsese for not making features that center on female characters. The baby girl actress and mega producer told Vanity Fair that she would love to work with Scorsese if the auteur does a film with women. While Scorsese is best known for his more male-centric ensemble features like Raging Bull, After Hours, and Goodfellas, the director has famously collaborated with iconic actresses like Sharon Stone, Lorraine Bracco, Juliette Lewis, and Margot Robbie for acclaimed performances, not to mention Ellen Burstyn winning Best Actress Academy Award for Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. In 2019, Scorsese's The Irishman was criticized for only having Anna Paquin say 7 words on screen. Scorsese said at the time of the assumed lack of female characters in his film, if the story doesn't call for it, it's a waste of everyone's time. Let's see. She continued, I always wanted to work with Michael Haneke, and there's a whole slew of up-and-coming directors. There are so many. I always open to discovery of new people, and I find it really exciting when you go. Here's someone who's so experienced and has been working, but they've really now hit their stride. Oh, I can't read. Let's see. Yeah, so she just goes on about working with other people, but the whole point is she's calling out Martin Scorsese for not making movies about women.
Well, I guess he doesn't make them about women, but I've always felt that there were strong female characters in his movies, but they're not the center. Can people just make good films and not, have to check a box? Why is, first of all, I like Nicole Kidman. I always cheer when I see her at AMC theaters because the movie's about to start. But and I can't wait to see this movie. I'm seeing the movie with her this weekend, Baby Girl, which I'll tell you about next week. She doesn't need to. This is. I mean, this could also be a quote taken out of context, kind of to, get attention. They make more of this than what it is. But I just think that, Scorsese is interested in telling stories about bad men. Let's be honest. I mean, pretty much all the men in his films are not good people. Everything from Goodfellas, Taxi Driver. I mean, on and on. They're just Casino. He tells stories about evil men. But these films also equally feature strong female characters. So I don't know what she's doing. I feel like, do you remember that one quote when Elizabeth, what's her name? Was it Elizabeth Berkley or whatever? Like, not Berkley.
Is it the Handmaid's Tale Elizabeth, or is it which Elizabeth are you talking about?
I don't know. Yep. She said something. She was just berating Spielberg for not making movies about women, and then like people listed off. Anyways, long story. But yeah, no, this is just another, I don't know, blown out of proportion thing. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. I want to work with Martin Scorsese if he does a film with Asians. Look, a creative is a creative. They create based on their world experience. And, Martin Scorsese has a world experience. He's certainly made a lot of films based around it and just happens to not feature women prominently throughout most of it. But he tells great stories. And I just kind of, as much as, yes, she probably has a point in terms of it would be nice if he kind of balanced his stories with more women, but at the same time, you want to tell a story your way. You want to tell it authentic to you. And, maybe the work he's done is so great because that's what he's comfortable with. That's what he's used to. That's what his world is around. And to force him to do something he doesn't want to do or say, you need to make your next movie this, it to me is just another step in stifling the creative process.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Solomon Thornton. It was Elizabeth Banks who was at an awards event.
Oh yeah,
and called out Spielberg and then people shouted out like, what about The Color Purple? Like I just feel like, what are these filmmakers who have an identity supposed to do? A lot of them, they like certain themes. If you look at Martin Scorsese's work, his work is focused on evil men doing evil things, right? They are everything from, and you can call them misunderstood or evil. You look at his movies, and these are dark characters doing evil things. Maybe Raging Bull, even, I mean, like, and he examines those types of characters. That's what he's interested in as a filmmaker. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't like when these actors will call out directors based on their work. Certain directors' work have themes and threads that run throughout. It wouldn't be a Scorsese movie necessarily if he did something completely female focused. I don't know if he could do it. I'd rather see other directors tell those stories. So
yeah. I mean, let's force Martin Scorsese to tell a story he's not fully on board with, or that he's not comfortable with. And it gets back to, if you're a black director, well, you have to only make black movies. If you're a female director, all your movies have to be female centric. It pigeonholes people creatively. It keeps them from ever branching out from beyond themselves. I mean, maybe the big challenge, maybe Scorsese wants to take that next big challenge and say, okay, I'm going to make a female centric movie. But I'm pretty sure he has to find the right material. He has to tell a story that he feels he can tell effectively. Otherwise, it just becomes Martin Scorsese blows it, telling a female centric story. And that's creatives just don't want to do that. Yeah, and so go ahead.
Yeah, I just think you can't make a director tell a story that doesn't interest them. And also, Scorsese, how many movies does he have left in him, right? Frankly,
not many.
I mean, I last week with Juror Number 2, I probably saw Clint Eastwood's last movie. Okay, so, and certain directors gravitate towards certain themes, certain actors. I don't have a problem with that. Every director kind of has their own signature or vision. Let them be who they are. I think it's being blown out of proportion, but I'm a Scorsese fan, or a Scorsese stan.
Look, I'll make the controversial statement. I don't think Martin Scorsese got the Native American story right in Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah.
And look, and I've been criticized because I said Echo was not a good representation of the Native American community. And I got criticism for saying, who am I to make a statement like that? That Echo did a disservice, if anything, to the Native American community. And I feel, again, the same thing about Killers of the Flower Moon. I think he did a good job with it. I don't know that he represented the Native American community as well as it should have been in that story.